Okay, now we're ready to start editing. The tool you're going to use is right here underneath the line. You can either use the polyline or the scribble. The polyline is going to give you, if I click it here, it's going to give you a little tail. So you're going to click it once and like everywhere you drag is going to be a tail. It tends to work best on objects that are straight because it's a straight line. However, you can use it slowly clicking all the way around the object that you want to save. Now, I suggest doing this slowly because you need to close this in order for it to work, which means you have to get back to your original point. But if you double click, like I just did, it ends too early and then it won't fill in the way we want. So a Control Z is a quick way to undo that. So it's the Control key plus the letter Z. And if I go back around, there we go. And now you'll see it actually fills in, and I got these wicked cool shades on now. The thing about the fill is this is going to be a monochromatic self-portrait, which means shades and tints of one color. So in order to change the color, I'm going to go up here to fill color, and you know what? I like blue. Let's make a blue self-portrait. But my line right here is black. Now you can use black and white in your design, but I want to actually try outlining them with some blue. The other option that you have is this scribble tool. You can use that, which you click and drag it around the shape that you would like. This, you can see, gives you a lot more control over the curves that you're using and the precise shape of what your photo is. However, it is a little difficult to control, and it does take a little bit of practice. And like right now I'm using a mouse, so if you have access to a mouse, I think it's easier. Some people find it easier to use a trackpad. I find it easier to use a mouse. Where'd it go? Interesting. I've never had it do that before. Okay, let's try this one again. See, sometimes it's nice to include the stuff that doesn't work in your video, so the kids can know that when it happens to you, it's not weird or unusual. What if I just do half? There we go. Apparently it doesn't like when I connect back to the line. So this one I cannot fill in, like it doesn't cover in the inside the way that the glasses did, but you can see the outline of the hair. So I'm going to do another one over here. To get this side of the hair. Like so. And I did it again, and it doesn't like that. So the scribble tool likes to be more of like just a line. The polygonal tool is really for when you want to like close things. So if I go up here and end it, there we go. Now it works. Again, I can come and do this guy right here, all the way up to there. I don't like that one, so Control Z. Again, put that in there. We'll add a little nostril, end of my nose. Gotta get some lips in here. We're gonna get the edge of my shoulders. Now, edge of my sweater. Now right now you'll notice all of my lines are the same color, same thickness. That's kind of boring. So what I'm going to go do now is select the ones I want. So I have this guy here selected. I'm going to hold down the Shift key, select this one. Oh, I'm not in the Select tool, sorry. First I'm going to go over here to the Select tool, and then I'm going to hold down the Shift key and select all the lines that I want to change. Okay, and then now I can go up to here, border color is, let's make it a light blue. And let's make the thickness really thick. And then I can go back to my scribble tool and I can keep adding. This time I'm going to make it this color, but I want it real thick again. So now I'm going to go here. And I'm going to do the stripes of my shirt. And you can see this is not perfectly lined up to what's in the picture, but this is my interpretation, so that's okay. There we go. To add some details back into my hair, I'm going to go with a different blue again. This time I'm not going to have it quite as thick. I'm going to add some stuff to it. So I can add some lines up here. I can add some shadows down here. I'm going to add some of these little curly cubits, telling me what direction my hair is going. Curly Q, curly Q. Basically just like following some of the lines in my hair. Then I'm going to make it an even thinner line as we go up here, because the thinner lines are actually going to look lighter because the thicker is going to have a more rich color. So I can actually create a sort of blended effect from where I have some shadows to where I have some highlights. I can add some down here as well to thicken up some of this bit. Again, not getting it exactly correct, but it's close enough. Okay. Yeah. If you want to check how your drawing is going, if you're in the Select tool right here, you can actually click and drag across the drawing part of your picture. I believe right now it's showing that the picture itself is selected. So you click Control and then the picture, just the background, and you see now it just has your drawing at the bottom. So if I take and drag this off to the side, I can now see this is what my drawing is going to look like on top of here. And then it's a quick little Control Z to get it back on top of the photo. So the next step that you can do is actually clicking this photo, and you can change some of these format options. So you could recolor the photo in the background, and so you could find your color and add it behind your design. You could, I don't like that, there we go, like that one looks a little bit better. I could go real dark if I wanted to. That one looks kind of cool, but again, remember, maintain that, like, I can't go to a yellow because that wouldn't be monochromatic. I actually think I like this really dark one. It makes the shades look extra cool. And that way I can leave the picture in the background. If I wanted to get rid of the picture entirely, I could also just take and, oh no, I don't want to replace. I just want to delete. So I could do edit and cut like that. And then you can take one of these shapes, just a regular square, or rectangle in this case, do the whole thing, change it to whatever color I want, a nice deep dark blue. And then if I change, oh, not that one. Here it is. So if I right clicked or alt click, and then it says order right here, I can send to back, and now my stuff is in front of it. But if I look at this background, I don't really like it because I can't see any of the details of my face. But rather than redoing all of that, again, remember, as long as you're in the Select tool, you can click the line that you want. So I'm clicking all the lines in my face. And it's just a quick little change the color to something light so you can actually see it. I'm going to do the same thing for my hair. Change it to something lighter. And there. And now you can see the lines of the drawing. So either one of those two things are options for how you can make your background work. And then you'll be ready to submit this in our Google assignment.